Today I'm going to 4 of the lowest rated places in Perth and try and give each one a 5-star review. I'll be visiting a cafe, 2 restaurants and a liquor store. Let's see how this goes. Firstly, we're at Liberty Cafe, which is meant to be inside Perth's Convention Centre. Now, Liberty Cafe is rated 2.2 out of 5 on Google reviews. Time to read the reviews. Sarah said, "We ordered cheesy garlic bread and it was absolutely horrendous. Almost inedible," and she left us a photo. I've just looked at the photo and honestly there's no defending it, but hopefully it's a one-off. Mark wrote, "Had to wait for an unreasonable amount of time to have a takeaway breakfast wrap. Coffee was terrible, however the decor and area very clean." I like how Mark ended on a positive. We need to go and see if the coffee is actually terrible, because that's what a cafe is all about. Marie screamed, "Rang this establishment to ask if they take cash and they said no. I won't do business with them when I go over to WA. No choice, no sale. Stand up, Australia." We need to check if it's possible to pay cash here and if they actually show card only. Let's go and review this place. Now the first problem is to actually find the cafe because this place is massive. Oh, we found a sign, Liberty Cafe. Famous Liberty Cafe. This way. I've got some big trips coming up this year and I needed a suitcase that could keep up. So I'm rolling with the level 8 Roadrunner carry-on suitcase. It's lightweight, glides like a dream on 360 wheels and has a wide handle that gives me more packing space inside. There's a front compartment for my laptop and quick access essentials. So if you're at a cafe or at the airport, you can get your laptop out quick and get some work done. Durable build, TSA approved locks, and honestly, you'll get people coming up to you asking where your suitcase is from. I'm going to do a step-by-step on how easy it is to search for level 8 on Google. Type in level 8 suitcases. It comes straight up. Click it. The website is a super clean layout. You've got all the suitcases right in front of you. Buy a level 8 suitcase now and use Redfern10 for 10% off your first order. Level 8, the suitcase that lasts. Thank you to Level 8 for sponsoring this video. So I've come into Liberty Cafe, had a little look at the menu. I ordered a breakfast wrap and a medium cappuccino, which come up to $21. That is £10. It's not bad. We're eating out for breakfast, and you're at the convention centre. I think it's reasonable priced. I checked and it said it's a cashless venue. Okay. That's a bit better. $14 for the breakfast wrap. I got it toasted. Let's give it a go. It looks quite good. That is actually really nice. The presentation of the food is really good as well. Get it in like a little box. That is a really good breakfast wrap. Next, we've got the medium cappuccino. The review said coffee was terrible here. Let's give it a little go. That's good. Cappuccino. I don't think you can really go wrong with coffee if you've got a machine. Some people might be just a little bit specific, which I think if you're too specific about your coffee, then go make it at home. So that was $7, £3.41, which is probably just below average on coffee, or just average coffee price. You go to Costa or Starbucks and it's like £5, so I'm quite happy with that. I'm going to scoff these up, drink coffee, and then write our review. I've just reviewed the Liberty Cafe, which was very low rated, probably the worst rated in Perth, and it's going to be the easiest 5-star review to give because what the reviews say was the opposite of my experience. Full review is, I reviewed this cafe because it's the lowest rated cafe in Perth. I ordered a breakfast wrap and a medium cappuccino and it arrived in 2 minutes. It's a cashless venue and states that at the counter. Staff were polite and plenty of seats to choose from. The presentation of the wrap looked very good and the flavours exploded in my mouth. The cappuccino was nice, and at $7 I thought it was priced really good. I'm not sure if this place is reviewed poorly at busy times, but I have no negative things to say about this cafe. That was a great cafe to review. negative reviews all over social media, so I'm glad to show the positive side. If you've ever been to the Liberty Cafe, comment below your experience. I'd like to see what you think of it. If it is a bad place, maybe it's a one-off for me. So that's one place down, 3 to go. I think it's going to get more interesting each one we go to. If you enjoy this type of content, like, comment, subscribe, and let's go to the next one. For the next location, I am at McDonald's Brabham in Brabham, if I'm pronouncing that right. McDonald's is just behind me, but I'm recording this in the car because it's currently raining. Macca's Brabham is rated 2 out of 5 on Google reviews. Let's read the reviews. Raj says, "This is the 4th time I've ordered from this McDonald's, and every time I've received cold, stale food. Really disappointed and won't be ordering from this location again unless things improve." You would think after the 1st or 2nd time of getting bad, stale food from McDonald's, you'll just go somewhere else, but Raj he's a committed guy. Martin wrote, "Hilariously bad. Probably the worst Macca's in the state. The food is trash. The fries are always stale. So we need to go in and see if it's actually the worst McDonald's Macca's in the state of Western Australia." Cameron said, "Really poor service. The food quality is incredibly bad. Cold fries, misshapen burgers that are missing buns. Do the community a favour and support a local cafe instead of dining here." By the looks of things, Cameron's giving community advice and then doing the complete opposite and going to an establishment which earns loads of money. Like, it's not a local business, is it? So maybe take your own advice, Cameron. Claudine wrote, "The worst cheeseburger ever. Where's the mustard and onions? And what's with 2 small miserable pickles? And the cheese tasted bad. Quality has gone downhill. Made an official complaint on McDonald's Australia website." It's just popped up on my phone that McDonald's have went into liquidation because Claudine made an official complaint. Let's be serious. She did send in a picture, which I'll put here. And she's actually taken a bite out of it, so it mustn't have been that bad. Let's go review this McDonald's. We've ordered at 1:06, so let's see how fast it comes out. Okay, we have got our food from McDonald's. I went for a cheeseburger with small fries and a Happy Meal. Orange juice was like the only option. I got a Happy Meal because I am not that hungry. I didn't sit in there because there was licensed music, it wasn't that busy, and it's just better to do it in the car. So the Happy Meal toy theme is Crocs, which I thought was cool. Let's get this review going. Okay, so I've got some small fries. They are quite hot. Let's see if they're stale or not. They're not stale, they are fresh, so again, it might be because it's not that busy, but they're freshly made fries. They just taste like McDonald's fries. You can get them cold, I know that, but they're fresh. That's most of the reviews thrown off. We've got a big cheeseburger. Let's see if it's a stinker. So the lady said, "Where's her onions?" Yeah, there's nothing really there. Let's see on top. We've been given 1 gherkin with some tomato, mustard, cheese. It looks quite sad. We've got a little bit of onions, but yeah, they haven't put much on. Let's give it a go. It's not a Calfreezy stinker. It's not a howler, but it's okay. It's standard burger from McDonald's, from Macca's. Yeah, with the Happy Meals here, it's more healthy. So I could only get like an orange juice or a water. So we went for orange juice, even though orange juice is full of sugar, but might as well just do Coke Zero. That's good. A nicely squeezed orange juice. That orange juice is a 10 out of 10. And then we've got our little croc keyring to open. Which, personally, I think a keyring as a Happy Meal toy, like, kids don't have keys really. Maybe I'm wrong, but let's have a look. We got some stickers. I need to stop doing the Cal Freezy accent. We've got some stickers, and let's have a look at the croc. Oh yeah, look at that croc. Wow, it's cool. I like it. I'm a big fan. Time for the review. I reviewed this McDonald's as it's the lowest rated Macca's in Perth. I ordered a Happy Meal as I didn't have a big appetite and it arrived in 6 minutes, in brackets, not bad. It was clean inside and easy to navigate around the restaurant. The burger had everything it needed on it and it was warm enough to eat. I was impressed. A lot of reviews mentioned the fries being cold and stale, but I had the opposite experience. They were hot and crispy and they tasted great. I'm not sure if it was because it wasn't busy, but I had a really good experience at this Macca's and I believe it shouldn't be rated 2 stars. That's me doing God's work again, reviewing another place and giving it a positive review, as it should, because I've been to bad places, it wasn't bad. 2 places and 2 positive reviews. The next place is going to be the liquor store, and I have a feeling we're going to struggle to give this a 5-star review, but fingers crossed we can do that. I'm here at the next location. Just behind me is called Lake Street Liquor Supply. It's a 1.8 out of 5 and it's the lowest rated place on our list. Let's read the reviews. Fiona said, "Never been to a worse bottle-o, and I've been to many." Fiona, that's not something to show off, that you go to a lot of bottle-os. That sounds like you're an alcoholic. Danny said, "Very expensive, no price labels. One Sapporo can, which I'm guessing is like lager, $14. Took it straight back to the fridge, would rather sponsor the homeless." Well, Danny, why don't you sponsor the homeless, you cheapskate alcoholic? But I do agree with not having price labels. That is like, any place that has no price labels is a red flag, and I just walk out. And Danny, I was only joking then. Don't sue me or something. Mashad said, "Rude staff and no prices, unwelcome environment." There's only one way to find out if these reviews are true. It's by going in and buying something. So let's go. I couldn't speak inside of the liquor store, but before I walked in, there was 2 posters which didn't have any prices on. I went in, had a little look around to, I think it was wines that they had prices on. So that's good. And then I walked around. The woman spoke to me. She was actually really, really nice, which on the reviews, loads of reviews saying that, oh, the woman in there is not nice, or the person's in there not nice. Maybe it's someone else, but she was really nice to me. She was like, "Can I help you with anything?" I said, "No, I'm just looking around." Okay. And then she let me go around. There was prices on most of the stuff in there. There was little tags, so it looks like they've learned from their lessons just to put prices on, which is great. Shows that they're improving. It was quite expensive. I don't know about wine because I don't really buy wine. I did go for a non-alcoholic lemon San Pellegrino. That was $3.80, which, let me just do the conversion. $3.80, £1.86 at home, so you get it from a liquor store, it's going to be a bit more expensive. My impressions of this place, I thought it was going to be really bad. I thought someone's going to be like, they're going to be dead rude, no prices, going to be expensive. It's another good place that's been hounded by bad reviews. I reviewed this liquor store as it was one of the lowest rated places in Perth. When entering the store, I seen most of the items were priced. I'm saying this because the reviews say nothing is priced, so that's been busted. A lot of the reviews also said the woman in the store is rude, but when speaking to the lady working, she was really nice and respectful. I didn't feel like drinking today, so I bought a non-alcoholic drink, and I was happy with the service at this store. If you're looking for a drink but you've read the negative reviews, please give this place a chance. It's not as bad as people say. I think that's fair enough. And that's 3 places out of 3 with good reviews, and it's been easy. One more place now to review, and hopefully that is good as well, but we'll see. It's been a few days since I recorded last, and we've got one more place to review. It's a beautiful day here in Cockburn. The place I'm reviewing is Bucking Bull Cockburn Gateway, which is a 2.1 out of 5 stars. I'm in the car again because it's in the shopping centre behind me, so I'll go in, grab some stuff, and we'll give it a go. But first, we need to read the reviews. Brendan said, "The pork was that dry and tough, it looked like it'd been overcooked and sitting there for a long time. The attendant didn't even cut the sandwich in half, and I asked her to do it." I think Brendan was just having a bad day, don't you think? Cyrus said, "The 2 Indian girls at the service counter think for $19 they are doing you a favour, and they give you lots of potatoes and never going back there again to get robbed." I don't quite know what Cyrus is telling us and why 2 Indian girls is relevant. We can see if we get lots of potatoes. I think that's a positive, getting lots of potatoes, but anyway. C Factor 11 stated, "I won't be coming back to this Bucking Bull. Staff are extremely rude, uncaring. Got my order wrong when I made her aware of the mistake. She got angry and refused to give me an extra napkin. I didn't even want to score 1 star, but I had to write this review." I think this review's a little harsh, but we'll definitely try and get an extra napkin and see if we do get one or they're rude. With the place being named after a bull, let's see if these reviews are bull. Let's find out. We've just ordered our food. It was $20 to £10 for a regular roast. C Factor, I've managed to get an extra napkin, and you get a napkin in here as well. We got cauliflower cheese, roast potatoes, roast beef. I'm excited. The woman was very nice as well, so bonus points. Let's have a go. Roast beef is very nice. Okay, cauliflower cheese. That's good as well. Chips on a roast, a bit weird. Nice seasoned chips. We've got the gravy. And then the potatoes. A little bit cold. I'll give this solid 7 out of 10, which is good. I'm going to eat all this up and then we'll give it a review. That was great, I thought. Everything was cooked correctly. It was nice. Staff were polite. Would I eat there again? Probably not, because I think I'll just have to be in a certain mood, to be honest, if I did want that. But should it be 2.1 stars? Absolutely not. That was good. But time for the final review. I reviewed this place as it's one of the lowest rated restaurants in Perth. I was served by 2 polite people and they made me feel very welcome and they were attentive. I ordered a medium-sized roast and was served beef, chips, roast potatoes, cauliflower cheese and gravy. Everything on my plate went down a treat, and for my whole experience was 5 stars. It's again an easy 5 stars. 4 out of 4 restaurants, 5 stars, all easy. There's no such thing as a bad place in Perth apparently, because I've visited the worst. If I had to put the 4 from the worst to the best, I think I'll put the Lake Street liquor supply at the bottom, just because I only got a soft drink from there. Like, there wasn't much to review. And then I'll go McDonald's, which it's good, but it's just McDonald's, isn't it? Everything's the same. And then I'll do the Bucking Bull carvery place that we've just been. It was good. I liked it. It makes second. But Liberty Cafe I thought was the best one. And that was rated 2.2 out of 5. The food was good. The cappuccino was good. Everything was good with that. Liberty Cafe, you're the best, worst place in Perth, so well done to you. Let me know in the comments if you want me to review any other places in Perth. If you've enjoyed this content, please give me a like, comment, share it to your friends, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.